Greetings, YouTube. Happy Thursday. I'm so excited to bring you this compilation of videos because there is a user who, I pronounce it Quatre. I'm not sure if it's something different. It's Quatre_1_ of the Two Loki Alliance. Shout out to all of you, who has felt for a while now that the Thing is not a presence on YouTube as he should be in terms of showing you his utility and also just his value in both the variant difficulty and even Labyrinth of Legends. And because the Thing is still such a new champion, a lot of people don't have access to him, and if they do, certainly it is not a rank 5, level 65 awakened 5-star Thing. Now what really fascinates me about Thing as well is that we don't really know his synergies completely, because we know he's going to be with the Fantastic Four, and of course he's the only member of the Fantastic Four yet to be released in Marvel Contest of Champions. So he has sent me a few fantastic videos to show you how in Chapter 3 of Variant all he used was the Thing, and he said he needed maybe 300 units total. Now you can see the synergy team of the champion, Angela, Hela, and Heimdall in the left for Variant really did help. And the first fight we're going to show you is just his ability to stay alive and then attack against Colossus. So take a look at this. As always, when someone sends me videos that get compressed over the Line app, it is pixelated, but I still think you can see enough to understand the value. So he's just letting himself take a bunch of hits right now just to show you how much of a tank he is. And eventually he's going to counter and do a ton of damage just on his hits alone. Look at those 19,000 crits. Now Colossus is going to hit him with a special 3, and you'll notice, pretty cool thing. Goes down to 1%, lets the Heimdall synergy kick in, and then he allows himself to finish off the fight. Man, that Heimdall synergy, as I said in my video where the new Captain Marvel Champions Clash occurred, that saved me so many times with Corvus, and with the Thing, it is literally a thing of beauty. All right, next we're going to look at the Captain Marvel fight and kind of show off a couple of things in this fight. Here starts with 17% health, does a couple of nice counters. Obviously he's parrying and building up rock stacks at 11 right now. And then he takes a heavy to the face, gets protected from the stun, and then ends up doing a fantastic amount of damage with his special. Now he's baiting the heavies, countering, making sure he converts those rock stacks. And so you feel like the fight's going fairly normal, kind of boring right now. And that's the thing, literally, that I noticed with the Thing when he sends over this gameplay is I start to watch this and I think, oh, it's not that impressive. I don't know if I'm going to put this on YouTube or anything. But what I'm not noticing is just how much his attack is going up. He's right now at 24. And then watch what happens with the special 3. It goes from a very routine fight to this crazy special 3, which does, after he rolled into the burrito, into the wall, 20,000 damage. He's now indestructible. He's allowing himself to just be hit like it's no big deal. And now he's doing 19,000 damage per hit. This is not with specials. This is simply in his combo meter. Truly crazy how great his hits are critting. 31,000 there. 19,000, and then we get another special 3. At this point, Captain Marvel, once again in Chipotle burrito form against this wall, is looking like she suddenly has lost the fight. And we see at the end of this, a 33,000, 21,000. These crits are absolutely insane. KO. The Thing does great work. Now we are moving on to a Medusa fight, because this, of course, is one of the most common enemies that you will fight, especially in Alliance War. Notice the synergy is once again the same. I do believe this is in variant difficulty, if I recall. Starts the fight at 8%. Not looking good. Takes a blocked hit. 4% damage. Most people would be screwed in this situation without using a revive. But we know we've got the synergy with Heimdall. It also helps to be really good at intercepting, which he clearly looks to be with the thing. Parry down to 2%. And then he takes a special and his health jumps to a quarter. It's like he got a level 1 plus revive by taking a special to the face. And that gave him enough power to get off a special 3. So not only did Medusa not kill him, he gained health back in the process, and with his burrito throw, kills Medusa. How cool is that? Truly, I think the title of this video is going to be "The Thing is a Cheat Code in Marvel Contest of Champions," because literally with this synergy, you will save so many revives and so many potions and units. Now we're going to look at the Ultron boss. Another person that's just very, very hard to defeat for so many people. 96,000 PI. And he once again takes some block damage, but he's building up those rock stacks. More block damage. Rock stacks now at 20. And goes indestructible. Lets himself get hit. And while he's getting hit, the rock stacks build up while taking no damage. Uses dexterity to evade the special 1. Uses it again to evade the special 1. Starts to get those crazy crits. Now does the special 3. We're turning Ultron into an electric burrito this time. Really does look like something you put guacamole on. And now we're going to throw that burrito against the wall. And just look, 62,000 damage. How crazy is that? Ultron, this crazy 96,000 PI, already at about half health. And he's just countering about 33,000 plus just on the crits of those punches. Parries to lose the connection of regeneration for Ultron. Evades again, 17,000 with the crit. Parries again for the final regeneration. Still gets a unblockable off. 19,000 and 12,000 back-to-back with 12,000. Makes insanely quick work of that Ultron. Just historically quick work of that fight, which would normally take the average summoner, even with great champions, multiple units and revives. Now I want to show you, this is not a complete KO, but it still displays the Thing's utility in Labyrinth of Legends. We are starting this off in the Star-Lord burrito state because he is on a roll, literally, in this fight. Throw Star-Lord against the wall. Just does 13,000 damage. We know that's nothing compared to what the Thing can do. But now it's about building up those rock stacks and getting that attack up huge. Notice that in this fight, suicides are not on and boosts are not on either. This is strictly just synergy damage, along with, of course, whatever his mastery setup is, and the raw power of the Thing. A champion that, as an attacker, because of course we have talked a lot about his utility as a defender, and certainly the Thing's utility is popping up quite a lot already in Alliance War, for those of you who have him on defense. But as an attacker, my goodness, what a cheat code. That's what I love to say. Certain champs like Corvus and Riot Fights can be cheat codes. And you'll notice, kind of like that first fight I showed, this is not that amazing of a start. This looks like it's kind of a normal fight, and he continues to take hits, and then he gets the indestructible stun protection back, and still takes the special 2 without damage because of the indestructible. And at this point, because the rock stacks have transferred, his attack is insane. And he's starting to do permanently 10,000 crits plus for every landed crit. 16,000 there at the end of that combo. And now it's just a matter, it kind of reminds me of Aegon to just see how fantastic the damage is guaranteed by the end of this fight. And when you throw him in the burrito, put it in the toaster oven, knock it against that wall, you are doing a world of hurt, 46,000 damage. Now compare that to the first one, which did, what, about a third of that? And the crits, that's really what I enjoy seeing, is just how much crit damage he can do. Now, of course, he's trying to bait the special 2, going with counters. There's the 10,000 crits, which are now permanent, 16,000 crit. If you know how to play the thing and you get him up to rank 565, or of course if you somehow were able to get an awakened 6-star version, this guy will be such a godsend, especially in things like Act 6. So you're seeing consistent damage. Haven't landed many crits in a while, unfortunately. But he's got that special 3 ready to burrito off. And here we go. Notice he has taken down, about 15% plus health from Star-Lord. So he is doing some damage. It just becomes a lot more here in a second. All right, 44,000 on that special 3. Not bad. Yes, that's not what, say, Domino would do on a perfect special 3. But it's really the combo of the non-specials that I want you to pay attention to, because these crits are what impressed me the most about the thing. In all the videos that this user sent over, it really was just the normal combo attacks that were doing the most damage, and that's what's really cool the most, that you don't have to rely on specials. This is not a champion that you're going to have to routinely spam the special 3 just to get somebody down, which is nice because we know that Marvel Contest of Champions is also a fan of doing BS nodes that limit you for certain special attacks. Now, there's the first 50,000 Labyrinth of Legends limit that we saw at the end of that combo. So now we're doing real work, 16,000 for the crit, another 16,000 plus 10,000, 26,000 crit just in that combo. This is the kind of Labyrinth of Legends gameplay that you would expect to see from a top option in Labyrinth. Now you'll notice he isn't critting a ton, but then he'll get a couple in there, and now he's back up to a special 3. And eventually, got to go burrito mode. I almost said burrito mold, as if you broke the mold, Mr. Thing. I'm really fascinated to think if the other members of the Fantastic Four will make him even better whenever those synergies come out. It'll be tough to think of who he would replace in this synergy lineup, since it is so good, especially that Heimdall synergy. But yeah, there we go. Now we're doing 36,000 damage plus just on crits on 5-hit combos. Dex in that special 2, rinse and repeat. And he does eventually take a hit, and I do believe I'm going to stop it right there because it stopped right there. Thanks, Shane. But you can see the damage, and it is impressive. And the thing in general, despite the pixelation of the compressed footage, really, for Variant, if you're struggling with Chapter 3 and you want to wait, because Variant will be around, as we know, forever, kind of like Labyrinth Legends is, and you want to save revives and potions, don't force yourself to spend hundreds or thousands of units that you don't have. Just wait for the thing and rank them up. You'll be so glad you did. And special thanks to Quatre of the 2 Loki Alliance for sending these videos along. I am always a fan of showing more videos, especially of newer champions that a lot of people don't have access to. If you can get them ranked up to 565 or ranked to 6 stars or whatever, that's especially helpful. But we want to know as a community some of the top options for new content. And it looks like the thing has evolved into one of the best options in the game. I mean, this is top tier gameplay. This is right up there damage-wise and utility-wise with the best champs in the game. And I think he definitely has earned a top spot in my future tier list, which may have to wait until this summer to come out, given how little time I have to edit right now. But eventually, the thing, as an offensive weapon and a defensive weapon, such a beast, such a great addition to the contest. Let me know your thoughts on this below, because this guy right now truly is a cheat code.